and the Lord God took man and put him in the Garden of Eden to walk the ground. I want to let you know that God never created you for a job. God created you to work. But wait a minute, I want each and every one of us to understand what the meaning of work is, because the Bible was not written originally in English. It was written in 3 different languages: Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. Now, when you check for the pictorial meaning of work in Genesis 2:15, it simply means insight or vision in the midst of work, leading to fruitfulness and productivity. That is to say, for you to function effectively in your work, you have to capture a vision and an insight of why you have been created. A lot of us go through life having a perspective to look for a job because the school system has trained us in looking for a job. But the scripture saying in Genesis 2:15 that man was placed in the Garden of Eden to work, and this work, as I have said and established, is an insight or vision in the midst of work, leading to productivity and fruitfulness. So for you to be fruitful in life, you must discover your work. And how do you discover your work? By having a mental picture of what you are supposed to do, by knowing your identity and knowing the why you were being brought into this world. When you discover your purpose, when you identify what you are supposed to do, then you can walk fully into being fruitful and productive in that in which you have called to do. So rather than looking for jobs, make sure you identify yourself. Rather than looking for job, make sure you tend to discover yourself. And how do you discover yourself? Christ said, "Learn ye of me," because Christ is our pattern man. Christ came to show us who we really are. Christ came to show us the identity that we once had that was being lost. So the more we know Christ, the more we know ourselves. And when we know ourselves, we function in that in which God has called us to do. Take the bold step and start discovering yourself, because your prosperity comes from the insight or vision of what you have been created to do. That is your work. Job is what you were trained to do in school. Work is what you were born to do. Make sure you discover your work and you will be fruitful and productive.